So looking ahead, what trends do you anticipate in in the data engineering role? How is it going to evolve?
Yeah, it's definitely going to evolve. So that's the one guarantee. Lately, it feels like the biggest theme going on now is everything needs to be an LLM and everything needs to go through ChatGPT or something similar. I'm excited to see how that plays out. I think there's some really exciting applications that I personally am just like, wow, that would make my job so much easier. So we'll see how all of that works. I don't know yet, but I definitely like the skill set continues to expand. Of now everyone's asking, hey, can you connect, I don't know, your database, or can you load this, whatever it is, like your documentation into this LLM so that we can ask business questions, or we can get guidance on how to write the best queries. Maybe we can populate a data catalog, whatever it may be.
Mm,
Lots of applications there. So I'm not to say that a data engineer needs to know how to train a model, but at least how to use it or how to run it. That's definitely becoming more and more common.
yeah. So you think the big driver is going to be LLMs?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and this is happening. It's not
Yeah.
necessarily new, but ML
Yeah.
engineering, whether or not it's for LLMs, familiarity with GPUs and how to run different machine learning operations. Yeah.
Brilliant. No, I think it's obviously even when the sort of the boom happened, like what's it, just over a year ago now, or over 18 months ago now. You just thought it'd be a massive change of impact, didn't you? But obviously, then you get under the hood, and it's like, oh, actually, every company's got to get their data in check. Obviously, because there's so many use cases out there, isn't there? But in day, look, businesses now have got the big. It's been a blessing for companies, but it's also probably created you a lot more challenges. And then obviously you realise you'll get all your data in the right format. You got to get in the right context, and it's a lot more work to get to that stage next, isn't it? So it's going to be in a good time in the future where businesses are ready to actually use LMs or these chat GPT device apps to actually get to assist you and get you in the right to assist you in the right manner.
Totally. Yeah. Yeah. And we can dive in further on that. It's there could be use cases that help the data engineer do their job. There are also other use cases that help the data engineer's customers do their job, and they need the assistance of the data engineer. Both of those are a little bit different in how you'd be using the tools, either as a
Mm.
user or a producer. But yeah, there's a lot of exciting opportunities there. So it's tough because you want to say, oh, this is going to solve that problem. I like to stay away from that. We're not ever, every time a new technology comes out, okay, this new problem is solved. And we have that issue of a solution in search of a problem. I don't think we can just say, throw an LLM at a dashboard and say, okay, we don't have to worry about creating dashboards
Mm.
anymore. It's going to solve all these business problems. Or use an LLM on our Spark logs and say, okay, we're going to self-diagnose and fix all of our out of memory issues or whatever it may be. It's really hard because as we know, like LLMs tend to hallucinate. And if you're, let's say, running a BI query and you want to know the sum of revenue over a given month, if that query is running correctly, your answer is incorrect. And maybe it's helpful to generate like a first go at a query, but you
Mm.
definitely still need a human in a loop to say, what are we actually doing here? Does this make sense? And if not, like you have the capability to be off by an order of magnitude. It's not just you're eating pizza with glue is really bad, but let's say you use too much flour in your pizza, that's smaller stakes. You can recover from that. It's the pizza's going to taste bad, but if you're reporting, and we're talking revenue with these numbers, it's not life and death. But if you're running studies on new cancer drugs and you want to know what the
Mm.
impact is or the efficacy of a certain drug, if you're off by an order of magnitude of what the dosage is, that's a real problem. So it's
Yeah.
important to make sure that we know exactly what we're doing.
Yeah, no, definitely. But no, definitely exciting times ahead because there's a lot of changes going to happen, isn't it? Really, there's a lot
Yeah,
of things
for
out
sure.
there now. That's obviously it's going to be. It's not going to happen overnight, is it? Because there's a lot that needs to be solved. And I guess even when you add LLMs to the mix, it's going to probably create more problems. Not problems, but more challenges because everything's different, isn't it? When you change, there's always something new comes up. those changing that
Yeah.
technology mindset, and then also just the operations side of things is challenging for businesses as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Look, the idea is that you're solving more business problems, or you're solving them faster, or you're doing something to make the business run better. But yeah, it's a new paradigm, it's new technology. There's gonna be learning involved. So ideally, that's all helping. We're not just creating more problems that we have to deal with, but we're doing new things that help us deliver our product or to our customers faster, better, whatever it may be. So as long as it's in that effort, I think
Mm.
definitely
Yeah,
go forward
no,
with all this.
brilliant. It's been brilliant having you on the show. Thanks
Great.
for your time, and yeah, you provided some great insight for the listeners.
Thank you.
Cheers, Brad.
All right.